How many people, as you grow older, would like to avoid the crippling effect of arthritis? As you grow older, you have deep searing pain, like if you are dragging an anchor behind you. But instead, how many of you would like to have a yachtful energy, having your joint free of movement, having no pain, being happy, and have great activity and enjoying a great health? Raise your hand if you like to grow older like that.
Ada berapa banyak orang yang ingin melewati proses penuaan, menghindari efek-efek keriput dan pengapuran. Semakin Anda menua, Anda akan merasakan sakit yang parah seperti terbakar di persendian. Membungkuk, energi akan habis seperti Anda sedang menarik sebuah jangkar di belakang Anda. Malahan, Anda akan jadi muda, berenergi, persendian Anda akan bergerak bebas, bertambah sehat, badan kuat, Anda tidak akan merasakan sakit, dan dapat menikmati kesehatan, kebahagiaan, dan beraktivitas dengan baik. Ada berapa banyak orang yang menginginkan berusia seperti itu? Angkat tangan Anda.
If I can show you a way that your body can stay healthy, younger, and stronger, how many people will be open to listen to it? Raise your hand.
Jika saya bisa menunjukkan sebuah cara agar tubuh Anda bisa tetap lebih sehat dan lebih muda, bahkan lebih kuat, ada beberapa banyak orang yang di sini bersiap untuk terbuka dan mendengarkan. Angkat tangan Anda.
Hello, I am Dr. Alain Corr, chiropractor. I'm doing chiropractic since 44 years now. Before being a doctor, I have been a patient. I know what it is to suffer. I know what people like you are living. I know because before I have pain.
Saya adalah dokter senior Alain Corr. Saya adalah seorang chiropractor dan saya sudah bergerak di bidang chiropractor selama 44 tahun. Dari sini saya akan sedikit cerita mengenai diri saya, karena sebelum saya menjadi seorang dokter, saya adalah sebuah pasien. Saya tahu rasanya apa yang Anda rasakan, sakit yang Anda rasakan.
Before I've been a doctor, I've been a patient. I know what it is to suffer, because when I was a kid, when I'm born, I was a baby, I should say, my mother have difficulty to bring me to birth. I have the umbilical cord around my neck, and I almost die when I am born. So you will see how, because of that, my parents doesn't know about chiropractic. So I have all the sickness, the kid sickness you can imagine. From tonsillitis, I have 2 surgery, 2 diphtheria. I have a lot of ear and nose problems, lungs infections, and also cancer of the lower lip. I've been treated in Paris for cancer by not chemotherapy but radiation. So I know what it is to suffer, and after that, when I grow a little bit older, I do a lot of sports. I become a physical education teacher. I train myself very hard. I box for 5 years. I've been a Canadian partner of the Canadian champion.
Sparring partner tinju.
Excuse me?
Sparring partner tinju.
Yeah, sparring partner. I've been ski instructor. I have many accidents. I race in a car. I jump in parachute. I make many crazy things. My shoulder have been dislocated because of a ski accident, so I know what it is to be paralyzed. After that, when I was a physical education teacher, before I know chiropractic, I've been doing a somersault in a demonstration, but somebody put a little wire that I never see, and my feet hit the wire, and I fell down during a somersault on my back fall on the German horse. Somersault horse? I don't know how to say it.
Kuda, jatuh dari
I'm sorry,
kuda.
I'm a Frenchman. Even my English is not good. And then God's love me, because my girlfriend at that moment, her father was a chiropractor. I don't know what chiropractic was at that moment. Maybe somebody who reads in the lines of the hand, I don't know. I call her and I say, hey, I have been an accident. I'm in the hospital. Tomorrow morning I will be under surgery. They will remove one of my discs. I don't think, is anybody don't understand what I have said? Because Rosie will translate, because I forget to stop. Je vais te le dire en français. Okay. 44 years ago, when I graduate, I make a commitment. I will find a way to help people regenerate their body as I regenerate my body. I'm 71 years old now, and I'm stronger than I've ever been before. I rarely are sick. In many years of working, I only miss, in 44 years of working, I only missed 2 days because I was sick like a horse. Diarrhea and vomiting. But all the other time I work, and I love what I'm doing, because I know that we bring back life in people.
44 tahun yang lalu beliau memutuskan untuk mencari komitmen, mencari suatu sistem yang baru untuk mengobati orang yang ada di sekitarnya. Itu sih intinya. Melalui pembelajaran, seminar, dan penelitian, beliau sudah melalui itu. Jadi dia bisa mungkin dia bisa membantu.
Okay. So I tell you before that I will make a lot of research, and 44 years ago what I did, I start to take seminar after I graduate in chiropractic. I go to so many seminars that I cannot tell about. I travel in Canada, everywhere. I travel more than 40 states in USA to have seminar, to perfect, to have a technique and many techniques to be able to help you. It's like having many cords on my bow.
Beliau sudah melakukan seminar di berbagai negara, 44 kota bagian di United States Amerika. Itu dilakukan untuk menyempurnakan teknik yang dia miliki.
So I go also many countries, foreign countries, France, England, to study and to being able to help you. So, I can help you guys. You have the best opportunity tonight to regenerate your life. So what you're gonna hear tonight is we will go through the research, the best of what is doing in the world presently. And that research is medical research. It's what medical people say about medicine, and what I will show you, because we have the proof of that. And about health, and our posture is directly related to health. Your posture is the window of your health. If you are Bangkok, and especially like this, not twisting, then your health is reduced, is not as it should.
Intinya tubuh itu dan postur kita berkaitan, mereka berdua itu bersinergi dan itu yang menciptakan kesehatan yang ada di tubuh kita. Itu bukan pendapat opini beliau, melainkan pendapat dari penelitian medis yang sudah dilakukan dari berbagai rumah sakit. Data-datanya kita cari dari rumah sakit.
What I'm going to tell you tonight, it is not my opinion, it is medical research. I am here for you tonight. What I will ask you to be open-minded, and I will ask you also to participate. I will ask questions, I will ask to have answers. So, are you ready to participate? Raise your hand if you are ready to participate. You don't want to participate? Okay, good. Thank you very much. Okay.
Terima kasih.
And what you're gonna hear tonight can change the rest of your life. This is very important. We will start with the World Health Organization. So, our country, Indonesia, this is my country now. I'm Canadian, but I'm so French, but I adopt Indonesian, and I hope Indonesian people will adopt me. Increases problem compared to 195 and 191 industrial countries. We are ranking 140 on
Dalam perawatan kesehatan.
yeah.
Merupakan sistem perawatan kesehatan yang masih agak mahal sebenarnya kalau di Indonesia ini hitungannya. Kalau di compare sama Singapura mungkin memang lebih mahal Singapura, cuma Indonesia hitungannya juga udah agak mahal.
Kids die before the age of 6 months. We have a very wrong score on that. I read lately, last month, I think, in the newspaper from Jakarta Globe. I'm sorry, it's not the Surabaya Globe. There's an improvement, but there's still too many kids that die before their time at 6 years old. This is not normal. We have to improve these things.
Banyak anak kecil yang meninggal sebelum 6 bulan itu dia udah meninggal.
And I will explain you why this kid later on, why this kid are dying, because the wrong way of delivering.
Kita akan jelaskan kenapa penyebab anak kecil itu bisa meninggal.
We spend trillions of rupiah, and we are still 69. It's about these statistics come from outside of Indonesia and also from inside of Indonesia. As you can see, there's a lot of improvement to bring. 20 to 30% of patients in hospital receive contraindicated care. This is frightening.
Pada tahun 2005, Indonesia menghabiskan triliunan dolar dalam perawatan kesehatan, menempati peringkat 69 pada ekspektasi kehidupan yang lebih sehat. Peringkat 110 dalam kasus kematian pada bayi, itu kasus yang tadi ada di koran, salah satu contohnya yang diambil. Dan sebanyak 20-30% pasien mengalami perawatan kontraindikasi. Jadi perawatan nanti coba dijelasin deh.
Very often you will see at the bottom of the
Itu kutipannya kita ambil di
screen,
Medical
you will
Industrial
see
Complex.
the research from where it comes from. It's not my opinion. And as bad, you can change, Rosie. And as bad as these statistics are, it is seriously underestimated. About 5 to 20% of iatrogenic incidents are even recorded. So what are the real number? This is really frightening. This is from Park American Checkup.
Sangat menyedihkan, dari data statistik justru terlihat cenderung meremehkan karena hanya sekitar sampai 5-20% yang terekam oleh medical dari insiden iatrogenik yang terekam.
Perhaps the world change. the word healthcare have given us the illusion that medicine is about health. Medicine is about emergency. Medicine can save your life. If you have a heart attack, if you have a broken bone, then medicine can help you. But what I mean about health, we are very far, as you can see before, from the World Health Organization.
Mungkin dunia perawatan kesehatan telah memberi kita ilusi bahwa obat adalah untuk kesehatan. Kalau Anda sakitnya bukan sakit jantung kayak gitu-gitu, mungkin masih bisa diobati. Tapi kalau Anda cancer jantung itu kayaknya agak sulit mungkin.
Okay, Rosie, next. Next. I will go very fast on that one. Yeah. Here, presently in Indonesia, the majority of people die of three principal causes. Can you, somebody, give me which stroke? Yeah, that's true. Is there any? Heart attack, exactly. You will see I put stroke and heart attack together. Is there, because it's cardiovascular, we can call. Is there any other people who have an ID? Cancer, exact. And what is the third one? First one, stroke. You see the number, almost close to 1 million people, 800,000 die every year of that. That's scary. 34% of people die of a heart attack or a stroke. It's 1 person out of 3 persons will die of a heart attack or a stroke. It is estimated that 1.25 million of people will die this year from a heart attack, a coronary problem.
Ini penyebab utama kematian penyakit jantung dan stroke. Bapak-bapak dan ibu-ibu bisa lihat datanya yang ada di sini. Berapa jumlah kematian yang ada, estimasi yang diperkirakan, dan ini terjadi 1 dari setiap 3 kematian. Jadi sangat close banget, 1 dari 3 itu sangat dekat banget range kematian.
The second cause, as we said before, was cancer. 500,000 die every year. 1 of every 4 person will die of a cancer. And it's expected from the research to get worse. 1,500 person die each day. It's a lot of people of this kind of thing. If you look at your right, you look at your left, and on 4 people, then you see how many? 2 of them, 1 will die of a cancer, 1 will die of a heart attack or a stroke, and the other one will die of the other cause. That's scary. You can look at your left and your right and decide which one will die and which one will live. I am not here to destroy medicine, but you can see that medical care every year brings a lot of problem, because you can read by yourself, I think. Does medicine save life? Yes, medicine saves life. If anybody in this room have someone that have been saved from cancer, from heart attack, raise your hand.
Apabila di ruangan ini ada yang pernah diselamatkan oleh kanker dan serangan jantung.
Thanks God, they have been taken in time with the right person. But if we look health as a whole, you understand what I mean? Okay. And I know this is a very emotional disease.
Penyakit ini sangat emosional, cancer ini.
If you can prevent that disease in your body and influence others to prevent that disease, how many people will do that? Thank you. And the others, you don't want to help the others? One group say, I want to help, the others don't want? Okay. These kind of deaths are preventable. How? The source of life in our body is electricity, is life energy. Life is energy. We are all born with a kind of energy inside of us. This energy in our body is electricity. Okay, the scientists are able to measure that energy and that electricity. That electricity comes from the brain, going down, change. Because the nervous system is one of the most important systems in our body. We have 9 systems in our body: cardiovascular, respiratory, digestive, elimination, reproductive, etc., etc. But the nervous system is the one that controls all the others. And I repeat, all the others. System come from Gray anatomy. Energy. The spinal cord, as I said, carry energy from the brain through the nervous system to all the tissue of your body and all the organs of your body. You have here the brain, the central nervous system that passes inside of the vertebra, what you see in yellow, and the nerve goes to every part, goes to your eyes, goes to your lungs in that area, goes to your heart, liver, kidney, bladder, intestine, genital organ, prostate. You see, that energy travel, if we take 1 cubic inch or 2 square centimeter, 0.5, it contains 16,000 kilometers, of nerve, longer than Indonesia from east to west. That's incredible. We never think about that. That energy travel at 430 kilometers an hour. That's a lot. Very fast. It's faster than a Formula One, almost as fast as an airplane jet that I was in this morning. So, when you have a good posture, an optimal spine, you have optimal health. Because health begins in the spine. That's the first system that appears in your body when you are an embryo. That's the first one, because it helps to develop all the others. Of all the systems we have in our body, this is the only one that is encased in bone. The skull is protected by, the brain is protected by the skull, and the central nervous system that passes inside of the vertebra is protected by the vertebra. Can you tell me, can somebody tell me why?
What do you mean, why?
Why is it protected by bones? Very soft, very sensitive, very fragile. It's so fragile that if you hurt yourself with, you hurt your skin.
Kalau ada yang ngerobek tangannya,
it will take 1 week to heal. But if you bruise your nervous system, a nerve, you will not live long enough to repair it.
Kalau Anda
That's why
kulit itu paling sembuhnya sekitar 1 sampai 2 minggu untuk pemulihannya. Tapi kalau Anda ngerobek sistem saraf Anda, mungkin Anda nggak bakal sehat lagi gitu, karena Anda akan memiliki cedera yang sangat parah.
In one word, it's the most sensitive and the slowest to heal, the longest to heal. And your spine is the core foundation of your health. Next. This is what's going on. This is the nervous system that pass inside of the vertebra. These are the vertebra, the sacrum, cervical area, and this, what you see here, it is inside of those vertebra, protected by the vertebra. This is normal posture when you are in health. A straight spine equals a strong body and long life, youth and energy. This is the optimal posture. If we draw a line from the center of the skull to the gabella, to the chest, and to the symphysis pubic, it should be straight when we are in front. When we look at the side view, the ear, the shoulder, the hip, and the malleol extern should be aligned in one line. If we regard posture as a result of dynamic interaction between two forces, your strength of muscles and ligaments against the gravity, the balance between the two make you healthy, or the imbalance will make you sick and suffering. This research by Jungmann, a medical doctor from Germany, he said that deterioration of the posture indicate that the individual is losing ground. Losing ground, it's meaning that your spine is collapsing. What are you losing? First, core strength. Second, health. How many people can see that in here? Can you see that? Please participate. Can you see that? Is there anybody that doesn't see that doesn't feel that? No? Because I can understand, because it's a new concept. It's a new concept. If your spine collapse, deteriorate, your health and vitality and your longevity also degenerate.
Jadi kehilangan daerah itu sama dengan runtuhnya tulang belakang nih. Tulang belakang kita kehilangan daerah pada fungsi serviks, sama aja kita kehilangan tulang belakang kita. Kehilangan tersebut, Anda kehilangan apa? Tadi dia bilang kan, dia nanya Anda kehilangan apa di sini? Anda kehilangan kekuatan dan kesehatan. Berapa orang yang bisa melihatnya? Hanya Bapak ini tadi satu kan. Dan berapa orang yang tidak bisa melihat hal tersebut? Dan beliau katakan mungkin beliau mengerti karena ini ada sebuah konsep yang baru. Jadi tulang belakang sama dengan kesehatan tubuh kita. Intinya sih seperti itu.
Subluxation or subluxation in Indonesia is a trauma or stress of the body that cause a vertebra to move, or a spinal curvature to shift out of place, meaning that are not positioned normally, out of their position, form and function.
Trauma atau stres pada tubuh yang menyebabkan lekukan tubuh atau tulang belakang bergeser keluar dari tempatnya, dari bentuk dan fungsi yang optimal. Jadi ada pergeseran posisi yang dari posisi yang seharusnya.
You will see, very often I look at my chart because we translate it, and as I'm not very